I am back with another tutorial. Finally, I know I haven't done a makeup tutorial in a while, so I'm really excited to be doing my first Valentine's Day makeup of 2017. I for sure wanted to go with a very bold and colorful look because, I mean, obviously everybody wants to wear pink and red on Valentine's Day. So I wanted to do this like cut crease halo eye kind of type of thing. So I was actually inspired by this gorgeous girl on Instagram. Her name is Halada. I hope I'm not butchering her name, but this is her makeup, and I don't know, I just thought it was such a perfect look for Valentine's Day. The colors, you know, the iridescence on the lid. So I wanted to create it and give it a little twist and make it my own. So for sure, this is a dramatic part of my Valentine's Day look, and I will be having one a little bit more natural and not so crazy and bold like this one. But if you guys are not afraid of a little bit of color and to stand out, this look will for sure be for you. It makes your eyes pop so much. I've never done a halo eye, so this halo look is gold and I love it so much, and I feel like I will be doing it more often, and I don't know, I'm just obsessed with the look. I hope you guys like it, but if you guys have any requests, or you guys could definitely comment it down below. I feel like we were just celebrating Christmas and now we're celebrating Valentine's Day. Like, where has life gone? It's so crazy. Before we jump into the tutorial, I forgot to mention that I actually have a tutorial on this hair. It's a tutorial with a makeup look and then the hair tutorial. So if you guys want to go check that out, if you guys want to know how to get this hair for Valentine's Day, for sure go check out that video. And also, I get so many questions about what contacts am I wearing, and I will also leave that down in the description box. Without further ado, if you guys want to know how to get this makeup look, just keep on watching. Okay guys, so we're gonna get started on the eye. As you guys can tell, this time I'm starting a little bit different. Normally I always have my foundation and my eyebrows ready and I have nothing on the eyes, but since this is a very dramatic look, I want to go with my concealer and then clean it up at the end. So that's why I'm gonna do it this way, and I'm gonna start with my Painterly paint pot, and this is just to prime my eyelids. This is my favorite primer, and I'm just gonna be applying it with a brush since my nails are like really long. I can't really get in there. A little bit of this product goes a very long way, so don't use a lot of it. Don't use a lot of it. Don't use a lot of it because it can defeat the purpose of a primer. Okay guys, so now I'm going to start with the eyeshadow, and what I'm going to be using for this look is going to be the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette and also my Coastal Essence 120 palette. Oh my gosh, you guys, this has been with me for a long time and I'm finally whipping it out again. I'm so excited to be able to play with colors again. I used to be a very colorful like eyeshadow person, and I don't know why I kind of like got away from it a little bit, but I am going to be starting to do a little bit more colorful looks because I love this. So for my transition color, I'm going to be using my Beauty Junkies tapered blending brush. This is my favorite crease blending brush. It's just the perfect size for my huge ass lids, and it's just really good at blending the eyeshadow. So I'm going to be taking a little bit of this shade right here. I'm going to be using that eyeshadow, and I'm also going to be taking a little bit of this hot pink and making it more into like a baby pink. So taking both of those shades, and then I'm gonna start by applying this on my crease. Something about this look, as you can already tell, is that I'm going really hard and very heavy-handed with the eyeshadow colors. So I want to have these eyeshadows like really pigmented and for every single shade to stand out. So I'm gonna go heavy-handed and apply this on the crease in windshield wiper motions, and I'm going to be taking it pretty high up because this is my transition shade. Since we are going to be using color, make sure to blend the transition color really well because this is basically what's going to give you that really nice smoky effect on your lid. So make sure to blend this color, especially this color, really well. For the next shade that I'm going to be using is this color right here in the shade Love Letter. And I'm going to be using the Sigma Tapered Blending E35 brush. Remember, I'm going to be going really ham with the shades. So I'm going to go and take Love Letter and start in the crease and work it into the inner corner. This time, I always say don't ever bring it into the inner corner because that can close up your eye if you have tiny eyes. But since we're doing a halo eye, it's okay to do it this time. So I'm going to start there and then working my way into the inner corner and blending these two shades at the same time. I'm gonna be super generous with the eyeshadow today, like no regrets. I'm gonna be pulling this outwards towards the tip of the brow, as I always do, because that elongates your eye and it makes it look a little bit bigger. This brush right here, you're always gonna keep it in hand. You're always gonna be going back to it after you apply every single eyeshadow to make sure that every color is like really nice blended. So for my next eyeshadow, I'm going to be taking these two right here. I'm going to be mixing these two with my Beauty Junkies blending brush. And this is where I'm going to start kind of packing it on the outer corner and in the inner corner. With the same brush, I'm going to be applying Cypress Umber in the same places that we applied those two shade colors right now. So in the outer corner, packing it on lightly, and then in the inner corner. And then going in the crease and blending those two together. Now what I'm gonna do is go back to the Sigma brush that I was using previously to intensify and make these eyeshadows pop a little bit more. I'm gonna take this hot pink shade, the one that we used for our crease, and I'm just gonna be applying it all over where we applied all those eyeshadows to make it stand out a little bit more and make it look a little bit more plummy. Remember to always go back to your big fluffy blending brush and kind of blend everything together to make sure everything looks very seamless and there's no streaks in between all the eyeshadows that you were using. And now for this part right here, the little halo on the eye, I'm gonna use a little bit of this concealer, taking a little synthetic flat brush, and I'm gonna be carving out this little part right here since we did get a lot of the lid dirty. I did the halo part kind of a cut crease halo, if that makes any sense. I'm gonna be making that line like almost if you were cutting your crease, like if you were making a cut crease, but we're only gonna be doing it in the center. I'm whipping out this little baby right here. Oh my gosh, you guys, I've never used this and I bought it a long time ago when MAC came out with these Dazzle shadows. So what I'm gonna do, you guys know I love using my rose water and spraying my brush when I'm using any kinds of shimmer, and I'm gonna be stacking it right on top of where we applied the concealer. If you were able to get the Dazzle shadows when MAC came out with them, oh my gosh, yes, they are all so pretty. What I'm gonna be doing next is using the Sigma brush that we were using on our crease and kind of blending those two shades together. So I know that this makeup is super dramatic and I was thinking of adding a eyeliner, but I feel like it doesn't need it. I want the attention to be on this halo cut crease, so I'm just gonna be adding my lashes. These are the Arenica lashes. I got them on Amazon. These are legit my favorite eyelashes ever. They're just so long. They're like wispy at the same time. I don't even know how to explain it, but they are 3D mink lashes and they're so cheap. So I will be leaving them down below in the description box, so if you guys want to go purchase them. They're from Amazon and they're bomb. So for now, we're almost done with the eyes, but I'm gonna go ahead and do the face first, and then we're gonna go back to the eyes and finish them in a little bit. So jumping to the face now. What I like to do before starting my foundation is going with the Mario Badescu Rose Water Facial Spray, and I like to spray this before I apply my foundation. Let that sink in for a little bit, and then the foundation that I'm going to be using today is my all-time fave. This is the foundation that I always use. I've literally gone through like 5 bottles, but this is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless, and this is the shade 220. To apply my foundation, this is my favorite beauty sponge ever. This is the Beauty Junkies Beauty Sponge, and it is amazing, you guys. And I think it comes like in a pack of 4, and it costs like $12, so this is bomb. So I just like to start on my cheeks and then working my way out. Since this is where I want the most coverage because I have like really huge pores, I like to start here and then work my way out. One thing that I also don't like to do is I don't like to apply foundation underneath my eyes. Since we're already going to be applying concealer there, I like to keep it as minimal as possible, because if you have wrinkles, they will stand out a little bit more because you're just caking on product. So I try not to use any foundation underneath my eyes. After that, I'm gonna be using my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 15 Fair. And I'm gonna be applying this under my eyes in an upside down triangle. What I like to do, this is exactly why I did my eyes first before my foundation, is because I'm gonna wanna cut the eyeshadow and make it very, very clean. So what you wanna do is go down the side of your nose and then pick it back up towards your temple. A little bit on the forehead. Since I have a huge forehead, I don't want to highlight it and make it look even bigger. So I'm just doing a little bit in the center and then down the bridge of the nose, a little bit on the darker areas, and a little bit on the chin. After I have my concealer on, I'm gonna be baking my face, and this is the Airspun translucent powder. You guys can also find this at Walmart, so cheap. Before I start baking, I always make sure that there is no creases underneath my eyes with the concealer, because if you guys set your concealer with those creases, the creases will stay. So make sure to always take out the creases underneath your eyes, on your forehead, before you bake anything. And I'm also going to be applying this translucent powder all over my face. I'm going to be leaving the powder on my face for about 10 minutes while I finish up the eyes. So for my lower lash line, I'm basically going to be mimicking the same thing that we did on our top lid on the bottom. I'm going to be starting off with Love Letter and only applying it on the outer and inner corner of the lower lash line. And then applying some of that MAC Dazzle shadow in the shade, what is this? Last Dance. I forgot to mention it earlier, so sorry. I'm going to be applying this in the center of the lower lash line. Now I'm just going to be applying a little bit of black eyeliner on the waterline. I'm going to be applying a lot of mascara on the lower lashes. What I'm going to be doing after I just applied so many coats of mascara, I'm going to go with this big Sigma Tapered Face F25 brush and swipe away all the excess powder that we applied on our face, all the baking powder. Next, to contour, I'm going to be using my Maybelline Mineral Powder in the shade Dark and this Sigma F40 brush. When contouring your face, you want to start at the tip of the ear and then bring it down towards the side of your mouth, and that is where you should be placing the contour. I'm going to be carving out my contour on my cheeks just to keep it really clean. You can also use this technique when you bring your contour too low or it gets really messy. Just make sure that when you're doing this, you're looking in a mirror so you know it's even, because if one is higher and one is lower, you're gonna be like, you know. I finished up the contour and I'm gonna start buffing away all the excess powder from the baking. Before I move on to my lips, I'm gonna set my face with this Mario Badescu Rose Water. Before the setting spray completely dries, I'm gonna go ahead and highlight the face. It's a very special occasion. You have to be glowing to the gods on Valentine's Day. For blush today, I want to keep it very minimal, and I'm going to be using Tea Rose by Milani. Now for the lips today, I'm going to be using the ColourPop liquid lipstick in the shade Trap. Alright guys, and that was it for today's tutorial. I hope you guys like this makeup, and I really hope you guys try this look for Valentine's Day. It is such a romantic and sultry look at the same time. If you guys want to know how to get this hair, I will leave it down in the description box. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe, like this video if you enjoy these colorful, very dramatic looks, because I do want to start creating more colorful looks now. If you guys want to be more in contact with me, the people that already follow me on my social media know that I absolutely love interacting with you guys and being best friends. So if you guys want to be more in contact with me, you guys could follow me on my social media. I have Snapchat and Instagram. I will leave those down in the description box. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all so much, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.